The journey of the water-bearer boy, Ethan and his hard life. The dawn gradually breaks. On a rugged dirt road, a 16-year-old boy with a thin frame and suntanned skin carries 2 heavy buckets of water. His steps are weary, but his eyes still shine with strong determination. His name is Ethan, an orphan who lives alone and makes a living by carrying water for hire. Ethan muttering, sighing, "Every day is the same. My shoulders ache so much." He places the water buckets down in front of a house and pours the water into a large jar. But then he freezes. Ethan surprised. Strange. Why is the left bucket only half full? He reaches in to check and then shakes his head. Ethan, did I spill it on the way back without realizing it? But this strange thing keeps happening the next day and the day after that. Finally, Ethan decides to hide behind the door to find out. Meeting the old flower seller. Early the next morning, before the sun rises, Ethan sees an old woman, frail with white hair, holding a small scoop, secretly taking water from his bucket and pouring it over a withered bouquet of flowers. A miracle happens. Within moments, the petals begin to bloom again, vibrant as if freshly blossomed. Ethan stepping out, serious tone. "Grandma, why are you taking my water?" The old woman is startled but doesn't run away. Instead, she looks at Ethan with kind eyes. "Old woman, my dear child, I'm sorry, but your water is not ordinary water. Can revive things that seem lost." Ethan astonished. "I don't understand. How can my water do that?" Old woman smiling mysteriously. "If you truly wish to know, go seek the wise sage who lives on the mountaintop. He will give you the answer." Ethan hesitates for a moment but then decides to embark on the journey to find the wise sage. Meeting the old fisherman. On his journey, Ethan sees an old man sitting beside a vast lake. His long white beard flows in the breeze, and his eyes carry a deep sorrow. His fishing rod is dipped into the water, but for a long time no fish bites. Old man shaking his head, sighing, 50 years, and I still haven't caught a single fish." Ethan surprised. 50 years? You've been this patient." Old man, "I don't know why. Perhaps it's just my fate." "Where are you headed, young one?" Ethan, "I'm going to see the wise sage." Old man, "If you meet him, please ask him for me. When will I finally catch a fish?" Ethan, "I'll ask for you." Meeting the temple owner. Continuing his journey, Ethan passes by an old temple. Inside, a middle-aged man dressed in fine silk sits on a large chair. Despite his wealth, his face is filled with worry. Man sighing, anxious eyes. "I have too much gold and silver, but I don't dare leave this place. If I step outside, someone might steal everything." Ethan, "But do you really want to live in fear forever?" Man, "Of course not, but I can't let go. If you meet the wise sage, please ask him for me. How can I free myself from this fear?" Ethan, "I will ask for you." He continues on his way, his heart filled with questions. Meeting the wise sage. After days of climbing mountains and crossing rivers, Ethan finally reaches the peak. Before him sits an old man with long white hair, resting on a large stone. His eyes are filled with wisdom, as if he has seen through everything in the world. Wise sage, each person may only ask 3 questions. Ethan is startled. He has 4 questions, but only 3 may be asked. After some thought, he decides to sacrifice his own question to help the others. Ethan, "Master, why does my water revive the old woman's flowers?" Wise sage, "That water comes from a sacred spring. If you plant the flowers anew, they will fully revive." Ethan, "Why has the old fisherman never caught a fish?" Wise sage, "Because he only waits and never casts his net. If he wants to catch fish, he must take action. Ethan, how can the temple owner free himself from fear? Wise sage smiling. Only when he shares his wealth with others will he stop fearing its loss. The journey back. Ethan returns to help each person. He helps the old woman plant the flowers. Instantly, they bloom brightly, radiating a glowing light. As the light fades, the old woman transforms into a healthy, middle-aged lady. He tells the old fisherman to cast his net. When he follows the advice, he catches an abundance of fish. He convinces the temple owner to share his gold. As the man does so, his face relaxes, and for the first time, he steps outside his temple without fear. The great lessons. 1. Letting go to move forward. The old woman had to let go of her painful past to return to life. The fisherman had to stop waiting and take action to achieve his goal. The temple owner had to release his fear of loss by sharing. Ethan learned that sometimes we must let go of our burdens to move forward. Lesson. To grow, we must learn to let go, whether it's pain, fear, or bad habits. 2. Helping others is helping yourself. Ethan gave up his own question to help 3 strangers. In return, he gained more than he expected: wisdom and personal growth. Lesson. When we forget ourselves to help others, life rewards us in ways we never imagined. 3. Action creates results. The old fisherman waited for 50 years but never caught a fish. Only when he took action did he succeed. Lesson. Wishing alone is not enough. If we want change, we must act. For sharing lessens worry and brings happiness. The temple owner had everything but was filled with anxiety. Only when he started giving did he feel at peace. Lesson. By giving, we not only help others, but also free ourselves from fear and loneliness. 5. Listening and learning from others. Ethan didn't insist on his own question but chose to learn from others' stories, helping him grow. Lesson. Everyone we meet has a story and a lesson to share. If we listen, we will learn valuable truths. 6. Life holds miracles, but only for those who seek them. Ethan didn't stop at his curiosity. He stepped out of his comfort zone to find answers. Because of this, he discovered wonders and gained wisdom. Lesson. Sometimes, all it takes is stepping beyond our limits, and the world will reveal its magic. In summary, let go of what holds you back. Take action instead of waiting. Help others without expecting rewards. Listen and learn from life. Step out of your comfort zone to find meaning. Did you find this lesson valuable? Like and subscribe to our channel for more meaningful stories. Thank you for listening. See you in the next story.